So over the past 2.5 months, I've been doing a series called Wheat to Hyperion. I'm sure most people watching this video will be aware of it. If you're not, then I'd probably recommend watching it. Today, I'm going to be summarising how I traded from Wheat to Hyperion. Without further ado, let's get into the video. I hope you all do enjoy. So, like I said, it took me 2.5 months to get this Hyperion. Some of you might be thinking, well, that's quite a long time to get a Hyperion, which fair enough, it probably is. Considering I went from nothing to about 660 mil in 2.5 months, you know, it's not too impressive. I know there are other people out there like Totally Alex who traded from Wheat to Hyperion in 3 days, which to be honest, from doing it myself, is absolutely absurd. Like, props to you if you can do that, because that is really amazing. But I wouldn't consider myself to be good at AH flipping. I just have somewhat of an understanding for the market, and that's it. And because of that, I think that's why my series was so different to everybody else's. It literally does show that anyone can trade from pretty much nothing to a large amount of coins, or, you know, pretty much an endgame item. So let's get into how I actually did it. Now, I think what puts a lot of new AH flippers off actually starting to AH flip is probably the starting process, thinking, how do I get from my first, I don't know, 20k to the first 5 million coins? But to be quite honest with you, this is probably the easiest part. I recommend if you are just starting off with low amount of coins, actually AH flipping, then I just recommend you to watch episode 1 of Wheat to Hyperion, because that will give you a good understanding. Alternatively to that, basically, to start off, book flips are the best. When you literally have no coins, what you want to do is come to the librarian just to get you started, just to get those like first 15, 20k. And you buy 16 sharpness books or 16 protection books, combine them in the anvil to sharpness or protection 5 and sell them on the AH, and you'll be making like 10k profit. It's pretty much as simple as that to start off, and that is literally the easiest way to start. Now, that's quite simple, but then you might be thinking, well, from there, what do I do? Now, I'm most comfortable with bin to bin auction flipping. I don't personally like auction to bin just because I never actually win the items. That's just from my personal experience. Obviously, if you can find a way to make it work, then, you know, go for it. But when you properly get going, and you probably have at least 10 million coins, that's where it properly starts. So I'll just go over probably my best items that I found to flip. Might be slightly different to what you flip, but just what I found to be the best. So we've got Shadow Assassin chest plates, Flower of Truths, One for All Living Daggers, Epic Yeti pets, Necron chest plates, Ultimate Wise books, Legion books, Wisdom books, Maddox backphones, Wither goggles, Giant swords, Midas staffs, and many, many more items. Now, having said all of this, there are a few things to look out for, and it's not all good, to be honest. Now, the first thing that I'd probably say you need to look out for is people trying to market manipulate. Now, this usually happens on pet skins or items that basically can't be obtained. So, for instance, like spooky festival items or things like that. So, unless you really have a really good understanding for the market on those items, then I'd just stay away from them. That is pretty much as simple as it is. Something else to mention is that it can get quite boring, and it is very easy to get burnt out while AH flipping. Obviously in the videos it looks like, you know, it's flip after flip after flip, when in reality that actually could be over the space of like 6 hours. So when you actually put it into perspective, like 8 minutes of flipping in 6 hours is not really a lot. I'd say the key to it is just to take breaks, don't stress over it too much, which I probably did a little bit too much at times, and have an end goal. Like if I was just AH flipping with no real end goal, then it's very easy just to pretty much give up. Obviously if you have something at the end, if you've got light at the end of the tunnel, then, you know, it's sort of a bit easier. Also, you're not always going to make profit, that's just how it is. Now, there were quite a few occasions where I did some really bad investments, which is part and parcel of the series, to be fair. Like when I accidentally bought a 10 million Midas staff for 138 mil because I thought it was 100 mil Midas staff. Like, that was a 100 mil loss right there. Also, I'm not really sure who this person is, to be honest, but they're here. And a couple of times where I missed out on like over 100 mil profit on giant swords, which were pretty much soul destroying, pretty much enough to quit for some people, which I almost did. But you've just got to stick at it, and you will profit. I mean, that's pretty much the bottom line. So after all of this, I ended up giving it away. That was the whole purpose of the series. Really confused to that, to be honest. He's won the giveaway at the end of the day, so enjoy. Enjoy, man. That is probably like a 650, I don't even know, what's that, like a 750 mil sword? So yeah, that pretty much was that. And that in a nutshell is how I got the Hyperion. Like I said, anybody can do this, take my word for it, you've just got to be persistent. Something I want to say is that, well, just thank you for everyone. The support has been absolutely insane. All the new subscribers, everyone who's watched the videos, liked the videos, left a comment, entered the giveaway, or whatever you've done, I really appreciate it. This isn't it. There's a new series that's going to be coming out either tomorrow or the day after. I've got a plan, I've got an idea, so prepare for that. But until then, I hope you all did enjoy the video, and I hope you all did enjoy the series. And if you did, please make sure you do leave a like, subscribe if you're not already, and I'll see you in the next one. Also, if you're not already joined the Discord, then join the Discord. It's linked in the description. Bye.